Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars, week 113, day 5. So today, of course, we got ourselves a green Guild War day. We were messing with the team the other day. Technically, we already built a green Guild War day team on, blue day? We ended up running one. However, of course, we wanted to run something different, and we're going the Wild King, Wild Queen combo. The team that will either score 9,600 plus or die trying. One of the main reasons I haven't used Wild Queen in a while. It's very good, but it's very, very high risk. So we'll see how it goes, and that's pretty much the game plan then. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. I don't think we need to change anything around. Mana start seems... No, I don't want that. Mana start should be fine. 8 magic. Technically, they could benefit from seasons, but you have to keep in mind they're going to keep casting, so they're going to get slightly more value from the magic. But otherwise, we're not really using it for much. But anyways, yeah, I think we're good to go. Don't think we need to change anything else up. Let's get into it then. Let's go to Guild War. I'll also be finishing Invasions today. Or somewhat trying to finish, at least doing our battles. Because as a guild, I've still got a little ways to go, but let's go to Guild War first. And touch up on the World event. Oh, we even have extra XP today. And we might get it for tomorrow, too. Means we would have had it all weekend. Yeah, we're on track. We're basically tied. Our score will probably push us slightly ahead, but, you know, will depend on what everyone else does. We're as middle in bracket 4s we could possibly get. Right in the middle there. Anyways, this is a green day team. Everything's green, green, green. Looks green, looks very green. Hopefully that will also be green. Looks good to go. Alright, don't think we need to change anything else up. Of course, as we have been pretty much all week, or not pretty much, literally all week, we've been running wand teams. In hopes that they could win. How have it been fending so far? Pretty good. Though, problem, we're frozen on brown, and there's a 5x brown on starting board. That's not ideal. Of course, we need all the mana on wand before we can really start doing anything in that regard. So you know what we could do? Get that bless, get that extra turn. Oh, that is exactly what you want to see. It is safer to cast Wild Queen first. But our extra turn potential is higher for Wild King right now. So we're just going to go for it. Alright, we could work with that. I'm going to keep this in play, I think. Or do we just send Wild King again? You know what? We're doing it again. They're all entangled. We don't need to go for Wild Queen at this point. We just do that, then we do it again. And guess what we do after that? We do it again. But this time with Wild Queen. This Wild Queen's guaranteed going to miss. Do I even bother? I think I go for the Umbral Star. And then see where that brings us, because this one won't guarantee extra turn. And you know what? We do it again! And yeah, that seems about what that team normally does. That seems about right. Alright, 4 more times. Let's see, next round. Interesting. Got book double on power, impervious. We have curse for that. We do have curse. And Leprechaun's mostly just here for bad starting boards. Well, obviously for mana too. But you know what I mean. For those like really, really bad board situations. Yeah, I don't think we need to change anything here. Just have to be very careful with what it does initially. But beyond that, shouldn't really be that big a deal. Okay, so right off the bat, I think we want Leprechaun. I'm not even going to care about the converts, just hope we get it. Ooh, we can work with that. I have to go for the cleanse first, so we're just going to send this and hope it lands. It works good enough. Okay, once again, I think we're forced to have to go Wild King. The only problem is his first slots can hit us back, but that's an issue for later, as in it's dead. Alright, now Wild Queen could be okay to go do that onto the last slot here. And now we can go back to Wild King. Actually, let me take the skull first. Alright, now we'll go for Wild King. And Wild Queen for the finish. Gosh, Wild King, Wild Queen, when they work correctly, they are so absurd. The problem is the second they miss, we lose. But until then, it'll look pretty much exactly like that every battle. Oh, we got a Centurion Zolgoth team. Interesting. He's also running a Leprechaun, so it really comes down to which Leprechaun's better than the other Leprechaun. Interesting. Right off the back, I can take purple. We're not frozen on purple. He did get a freeze on us, so purple is not one of the colors. We are frozen on blue, so I do have the Leprechaun here, unfortunately. Though it does look like we actually turned on something. I think we go for the cleanse first and then go into Wild Queen because we're frozen on the main color we need right now. So we just hope this extra turns for us. I have no clue if it did. It did. And yeah, I guess we do it again. I will go for Wild Queen first, just get that little bit, and then we'll go all in on Wild King. He doesn't really do much out of green. And by not much, I mean literally nothing. It's just Leprechaun, which is basically nothing. We'll go for that. Can we get yellow all the way up? I almost want to go for an Umbral Star here. I think we risked the Umbral Star. The problem is we give Zolgoth full mana if we miss, but there's a good chance we land, and we did. Oh, no, we didn't land! Okay. Problematic. I almost want to do Umbral Star again, just for the mana accumulation. But that also mana accumulates us, so sure, that'll work. Then we go for that, and one more, and that is match. There we go. Hey, what do we have? 2 more? 1 more? Where are we at right now? So far, it's going very smoothly. Well, it just takes 1 miss for it to fall apart, especially against Book. But if we have Bless up, Book shouldn't do as much. Well, you know, in theory, at least. But, you know, we can't really do as much when it's like that. What do we need here? We'll go for Leprechaun. We do have to be really wary of his 2 converts. He has green to purple. Oh, wait, I definitely have to do it now. Never mind. So hopefully he misses. Okay, he pretty much did. I think we just go for the cleanse and hope he land enough off of it. We did. Should be good to go. We will go for a Wild Queen first. This is better just overall for the current board state. Yet it still misses! No! And he got Book! No! But it barely mattered. Oh, we are entangled, though. But there's a solution to that. Hello, Umbral Star. I mean, not Umbral Star. I mean, Bless off of, I will say the right one eventually. Elemental Star. Not Umbral Star. 2 different things. We'll take that one. Get our poke. Throw that down. Even though it's slightly more favorable into green. Go into Wild King again. And that's match. Should I just take a skull or should I just go all out? Let's go all out. Get that little bit extra score. It's not like it's going to miss. Again. 1 miss is enough. But yeah, that's unfortunate. He did get booked down, but we had so much Bless on our team that it barely mattered. Gosh, I love Wand so much. This has easily become like my favorite weapon in the entire game. Very quickly. Alright, and another double empower with Hell's Gate? What on earth is his first slot? Why on earth is that his first slot? You don't even have a Daemon synergy for that. What on earth is he doing? Oh, I just realized. They gave this impervious stone skin. They actually removed all those from low rarities back in the day. I didn't even realize they gave it back to Hell's Gate. But even with that, why? Why are you using Hell's Gate? Have you ran out of that many tanks that you're forced to use Hell's Gate on Green Day? That's interesting. That's something you pretty much never see. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. Back in the day, they actually removed all of the imperviouses that had stone skin, at least from the lower rarity stuff. And yeah, this guy actually got it when he was added, like, what, a year, 2 years ago, or whenever it was, a couple years ago. Anyways, we're not frozen on anything, surprisingly, so we'll take that over. I think we just Leprechaun. Unfortunately, this isn't that particularly good of a Leprechaunable board. Who knows, maybe we'll get lucky from the sky. We did not, but we got a lot of mana. He got nothing, pretty much. I'm going to leave that there just so we can get our thing in play. And we did indeed get it. I do kind of want to go for the curse, though we're going to do so much damage pressure that I'm not sure we even need to care about it. Let's see. Yeah, we're not going to bother with the curse. The board is set up way too horribly to try for it. I am going to go for the Wild Queen first, just in case we miss, and that's why we did it. I had a feeling. It was a matter of time. We could only get so lucky before it eventually fails. Alright, now we go for the Wild King, just get our damage pressure. Luckily, he hits us for almost nothing. He is trying the book. Let me go get the Bless back up before something scary happens. It's definitely been our worst fight so far. But it's mostly because this board does not give us a good state. Also, how on earth do you have 1 HP? And Wild King just missed horribly there. Let me start reducing the attack of the second slot here. Because we're going to need that. Oh no, hero! No! Okay, wait. Let me re-bless. Well, first let's take like, the billion skull damage. We're not frozen on that, so we can take that. We can go for Wild King. We're not frozen on yellow. I'm just going to go for it. Good. And one more skull takes him out. And as match, as long as there's an option, there's no option. Well, fine. We'll Leprechaun then. And the Leprechaun takes it out from the Cascade. That final battle probably made that 9,600. But if I had to guess, that's like a 9,550. Oh, it is still a 9,650. Ooh. Yeah, this team, honestly, I don't know. Maybe we do go back to Wild Queen and or King. They're in a really weird situation where they can only score 2 things. Auto win or you lose once or twice. And there's pretty much no in between. It is pretty, it almost always scores like this. Like the 9,600 plus range. Just because it does so much value at once. Because it's preventing the enemy from doing damage. It is mana accumulating for yourself. And it is doing physical damage to the enemy. And those 3 things in combination is a lot of points combined. Because the enemy's not reducing any of your points. You're constantly gaining full mana for more points. You're winning in a slower amount of turns because you always have mana. Skulls just instantly obliterate them, especially once you get those enraged attack buff skulls. And yeah, it tends to go very high score. The problem is when they miss. But honestly, Wand is a pretty good counter to that. That's probably my favorite team we ran so far with it. As Wand actually benefits a huge amount. Partly because we can get the entangles off with Elementals a little bit better for the curse. But more importantly, this team really needs Bless. And now it has it. Because before it didn't really have a good green Bless option. Like if we go into green and type in the word Bless, there are very, very few things under this category. Like 0. None of these are even usable. Well, except for Moon Rabbit. But ignoring Moon Rabbit, there's literally 0 things in the game that even Bless under green. But that's basically what Wand fixed. Now every single color has a viable Bless option, which is pretty cool. Because before we didn't have such a thing. Like the closest you can get on Green Day's Moon Rabbit. And that forces you to have to use a yellow team, which would mean like only Wild King and not Wild Queen. But yeah, now you can run it with anything. It's pretty cool. Yeah, that's the yellow day for today. I mean Green Day. Anyways, let's go grab these little heads. How many heads do we have? Do we have enough head to upgrade the head? We do not. How many do I need? I feel like I've been buying copies of that pet for like a month now. How is it still not maxed? Or is it just offering it to me and I don't even realize it's already maxed? What's it even called? If I had to guess, it's from what? Kedar? Kedar. Let me go check this real quick before we move on to the next thing. That's Keyzil. Kedar. Oh, yeah, I'm still 5 copies short. Really? Gosh, I've been buying copies for that for the last 3 weeks. Like, this entire month, we've been slowly buying copies of this trip. And it is still not maxed. That is insane. Anyways, hello everyone, by the way. I didn't even say all the hellos. Hello! Oh yeah, I didn't check the DM. I'll need to. Sorry about that. I ended up taking a little bit of a nap. Well, I ate dinner and then took a little bit of a nap. And then didn't end up checking it. I'll make sure to check it after this stream. No worries. Hello, Bill. Hello, Easy Breezy. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, George. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Cookie. Hello, Chad. Hello, Emanator. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Isabel. Hello, Insane Gamer. Hello, Humberto. Hello, Jamie. Hello, everyone else. Welcome. Guild War completed, and pretty flawlessly, too. Other than that one slightly sketchy miss on the final battle. But otherwise, pretty good. It's about to trip. Okay, I'll make sure to check it after stream then. Let's see. What am I even looking for here? Wait, what mode are we doing right now? Oh, yeah, we're doing, yeah, we'll go Magnesia. We need slightly higher damage for it. We're doing the daily thingy thing. So we'll go for that. Alright, right off the bat, we need Leprechaun. But yeah, Guild War was fun. I like that team. We've ran something somewhat similar in the past. But obviously, we've never had Bless as an option, which is pretty cool. And now we do with the good old Wand. I think the Wand has become my favorite weapon in the entire game after this week. It's still situational when you use it, but it's one of those utility things that you can bring out pretty much whenever, and it's just amazing. It's kind of nice. Is that enough damage? It is not. I'm not sure why I clicked it. Oh, we need Magnesia. I mean, Magnesia to get up. So we'll get that. Throw the other hit. And grab the event keys. But yeah, we got the really big gem drop today. Or key drop, I mean. Which is kind of cool. It's one of the higher value ones. There is one that has VIP keys in it, though. That's a little bit better. It gives 10 gem keys and 2 VIP keys. That one's still pretty good, the one we got today. Not the absolute highest value key-related one, though. Do we have any recovering cookie clicker addicts in chat? That's funny. I've tried the game in the past. I was mentioning it the other stream, too. I was kind of maybe looking into getting into the genre again at some point. Like the idol genre. At this point, we kind of have with old school RuneScape in a sense. Because that game basically is an idol game that pretends to be an MMO. I'll probably be playing it again next week on stream. I've been meaning to for a while, and they finally did the update that I've been wanting to wait for before we streamed it again. They technically did it last Wednesday, I just haven't had time to stream it since then. And tomorrow we're streaming Mega Man again. It says that the game's like 20 to like 20-something hours long. So it should only take us a few more streams to finish out that game. I'll probably finish it sometime next week. Streaming it tomorrow, and should be able to make it like halfway through the game by then. I'll take that over. Get over mana. I'm sure many more new games I'm going to start before I go on my trip, though. Because I would hate to start a game and not finish it all the way before the trip. Because it would feel weird abandoning the game for, like, an entire week to a week and a half and then not coming back to it. Or, you know, coming back to it, but, like, way later, I mean. Okay, so dungeon. Let's go take out dungeon. Anything good? Nope. Immediate trap. Immediate double. Immediate triple. Wow, the triple trap. And it was bottom 3. Unfortunate. Okay, let's go use a real team. Not that isn't a real team, but, you know, real team for this mode. So there's a slight difference. Alright, we'll take the purple for now. Grab the flamer for... Actually, let me grab that first. Yeah, we'll grab flamer for now. That's enough of red setup that we should pretty much guarantee get it. A lot of super tanks on this battle here for some reason. Oh, I could have taken 5 times there. Whoops. Oh, I just realized, why are we doing so little damage? Because we got stunned. Oh, so did Zolgoth really get the 25% revived? It's the only way that thing could be down there. Kind of unfortunate. But it happens. And it was Zolgoth, the other guy. Did you see the Mario movie last night? And you did like it? Oh yeah, I still haven't gotten around to it. Been meaning to. I just haven't really been seeing movies the last several years. Like, since the pandemic, I got out of the habit of seeing movies. And in doing so, yeah, I just haven't been. I never got back into the habit. Like, the last time I saw a movie in movie theaters, I think was, sometime, like, midway through 2019? Like, late 2019? It's been, like, 4 years at this point. Oh, I didn't leave that one alive. He has high score reduction. I was going to say, why didn't I set the cleanse metal? But I actually can't. Stun prevents you from getting the cleanse metal proc. It's the only active metal in the game, and active metals or any effects like that gets stunned. So ironically, the cleanse metal is countered by stun, which is, you know, one of the things that you would ideally want it to cleanse. But ultimately, it's just countered by it. There we go. Alright, anyways, we did that. We've done almost all the things. I guess we just help out the guild. So, of course, we have the invasion event from yesterday. It's a pretty straightforward one. Actually, I wasn't even using the team that I mentioned on Monday. We actually switched to a pure dragon team. The main reason for this is, one, we have access to Diamantina, so why not? The other thing is we have access to 50% mana start Diamantina. So there's a very high incentive to just click that button to win. And it's been working very effectively so far. Unfortunately, it does get barrier there, which is not ideal, as that is enough to survive. Do we have alignment? How do we have literally no alignment at all? Let's take that for now, I guess. Come on, something. I'm about to do this just to hit him. There we go. Not enough to kill him, but all the mana we need. Get things rolling. That's hello, Logic Slayer! Welcome, welcome. Alright, do we have alignment? No. We'll just try that for off of Sky. We did not get a purple, unfortunate. We'll just go for that. Go for the other one. Dead. And easy as that. Oh, why didn't it go? Thanks for today's Guild War team. You won 5-0. Nice. Yeah, as long as it works, it will score very high very quickly. The problem is when it misses. Luckily, Wand helps it out a lot to give it a lot more leeway, so you don't have to worry about infinite book. Because we actually did get booked today, but because we had Bless on our entire team, it didn't matter. So that team might actually be up substantially stronger now to run on green and yellow day and stuff like that. Like every day you can run Wild Queen and or Wild King. It might actually be worthwhile to do so. Because their main counter is no longer a counter if you can get Bless off in time. Of course, that is expecting you to get Bless off in time, which you can't always do every day. Obviously, it's a little bit easier on green day because of Leprechaun. Technically on purple day as well. So you can't use Wild King on purple, but you can on you can use Wild Queen on purple. But, yeah, they definitely got an extreme buff due to wands. They were already pretty good. But their biggest downside was if they missed, you lose. But now you can miss and still win pretty easily due to Bless on wands. Because that fixes almost every issue they had. Not every issue, but a good majority of their issue that they had. But it's very consistent at scoring 9,600, 9,700. I generally haven't been using teams like that recently, because I've been prioritizing win rate over super high score. But it is one of those troop types that just pretty much auto give you 9,600, as long as you don't lose. Just because the momentum at which they win is so ridiculously quick. I will take that one down. You could gamble the invasion event with baby dragons. You could. You could technically run this event with 4 baby dragons and hope you get a good team. Especially if you didn't have higher rarity stuff. That's actually one of the reasons why the explodey weapon this week is kind of good. It summons a random dragon, and dragons have one of the highest concentrations of higher rarity troops in the game. Not only does it have all 7 gem dragons, but it also has a very wide range of legendary and mythic dragons, almost more so than any other troop type. Because most dragons aren't low rarity. Some are, but most aren't. And even some of them that are, like, let's say baby dragon and dragon egg and stuff like that, they have the chance of summoning even higher rarity dragons. So even in that case, a lot of lower rarity dragons can still get the higher rarity dragons onto the board, giving it one of the higher concentrations of rarity of any type. The problem is most dragons are kind of average. Most of them aren't particularly good in the current state of the game, with a few exceptions like Diamantina and such. Well, there we go. Oh, I actually want to stay here. We need to go do the world event. Oh, never mind. I don't need to do world event. I lied. Thank you, guild. What do we get? Oh, only a green. Ooh. Yeah, thank you, guild, for the carry. We are currently, like, 6 to last. Yeah, there we go. I think we're doing way better on the invasions, though. We should be, like, dead center. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, slightly above dead center. Well, technically dead center. We're in a multi-way tie of dead center in this. Wow, look at how many people are bare minimum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Half my guild just did bare minimum, which is fine. Actually, those might be bare minimum too. I mean, just might have gotten Valraven luck. So literally more than half my guild's at exact bare minimum. But hey, as long as the event gets done, and it already is, so we're good to go. Anyways. We did that, I think we've done all the things. Let's go handle the code. I still haven't handled the code yet, have I? And then I guess we'll just go mess with some hunting for a little bit. Because we finished every other objective. Invasion, complete. Well, pretty much complete. We still need to do more as a guild, but our battles are completed. Guild Wars we just did, and really high score too, 9,650. Pretty nice for today. Nice so far this week, by far. And definitely benefited a lot from wands. Where are we overall? Let me just check. We are at 4,004 or 44,000. It's 4,455. That's funny. Wait, that's one of the highest in the guild right now. Wait, everyone in our guild has lost some this week. Wait, is that actually the high score right now? Oh, come on! No way. Wait, look at how good we're actually scoring. Kuz has one more win than us, but is only beating us. Oh no, never mind. That's a 5. I was gonna say, okay, that makes sense. I thought he was only beating us by 5 points with one more win, but no, he's beating us by 1,005 points. I didn't see the 5 there because there's so many of the same number. Never mind. I thought he was only 5 ahead of us. I was gonna say that'd be the smallest margin I've ever seen if that actually was the case. But no, he's 1,005 ahead of us, not just 5. I thought that was 44. It's 45. This place is at second highest though. Nope, third highest. Let's see. Yeah, we're third highest right now, it looks like. Which would put us right there. On the next Guild War. Anyways, code time! Here we go. How do you recommend using troop medals? What do you mean by troop medals? The ones you use to upgrade the troop? Or the ones that you set just passively? Let's see. There you go. Enjoy the code. Lowest costs more or better to use higher at 100%? Oh yeah, you should pretty much always 100% when doing the upgrades for them. Almost always. Like if there's a troop that you want to upgrade, it is way better to go down the 100% route rather than doing a bunch of like smaller ones. Like you should almost never do this. Let's go for the 100%. There are people that do go for the chances, but I don't know, I would just always 100% it. I have this entire time and it seems to be working out pretty well. Anyways, let's go hunt some. Let's just go do some quick kill over here. See if we can get lucky on a merchant or anything tonight. Hopefully an angel. We have gone like a week without an angel. Like, we haven't gotten an angel since last weekend. Alright, let's just go with the Devil team. Yeah, sure, hope we get one. Okay, let me go fix the number. Because there's currently no number showing. Alright, what number is currently showing there? 4, I need that to be a 0. There we go. But yeah, we've been going dry on angels lately. It's kind of unfortunate. Luckily, our merchants have been kind of good. We've been getting a lot of nishas. We've been getting a lot of deeds that we need. But otherwise, I don't know. We just haven't been doing that good. You're happy to use Yasmin again? Yeah, Yasmin's kind of interesting. It generally doesn't do enough green spam, but it has a lot of entangle and everything. I personally prefer Wild Queen in most situations, but it can still work out pretty well. Oh, why am I doing that? I'm still thinking like a Guild War mindset. See extra turn, take extra turn. But yeah, we don't need that at the moment. Not currently. Honestly, there are some days I wish Guild War would be longer. Like, I'm glad it's not every single week like it used to be. But I feel like the event goes by very quickly some days. Oh, yes, as Isabel mentioned, if for free to leave a like on the stream, helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. And if we find an angel tonight, we'll hand out a code. Because we have gone so long without one at this point. I think last Saturday or last Sunday was the last time we've gotten an angel. And of course, we haven't been like super grinding at it, but still. Been pretty unlucky at it. Like, we've probably gotten about 15 to 20 merchants since our last angel. Hopefully the angel will actually have something good. Of course, we could get an angel and it has absolutely nothing on it, which is very possible. And very unfortunate if it was to happen. What would happen if Gems of War made a gem clicker mode? I don't know. I would actually find that to be kind of fun. I do feel like they need like a drastically new mode. I don't feel like we've gotten a mode that feels completely different since Treasure Hunt was added. That was like the last time Gems of War has gotten a piece of content that was so substantially different. I guess one other instance, actually that's not the last time. I would say Underworld, when it first came out, back before we had all the other iterations that were like Underworld Light, kind of like Tower of Doom, for example, which is basically just like taking Underworld and just like slightly shifting it. But yeah, either Treasure Hunt or Underworld, I would say is the last time we've gotten a piece of content that felt drastically different than the rest of the game. It's been a very long time because Treasure Hunt came in like version 1.5 and Underworld came in 3.0. We're about to hit 7.0 in a couple weeks. Like probably early July. And we still haven't really gotten like a substantially new game mode. We've kind of just gotten like reiterations of old game modes and other stuff like that. But never anything that felt like super new to the game. I guess to some degree you can consider Paloozas to be like that. But it's still basically what we're doing now. It just, instead of getting this amount of loot, you're getting like 10,000 more loot than you would be normally. Because it was mostly the loot that changed. Technically, the gameplay of what you would be doing is the exact same. Like, if this was a Vault event right now, what we're doing right now is the exact same thing we'd be doing during a Vault event. It just, we'd be getting way more resources for doing so during that time. So it technically wasn't really new in that sense. Whereas the way you play Underworld is quite a bit different than how you play, like, pretty much any content that ever came before it. Yeah, Puzzle Quest 2 had a lot of mini-games. I'm actually surprised they didn't do more of that for Gems of War. They did it very minimally. Yeah, Puzzle Quest 2, that was one of the better things about Puzzle Quest 2. I personally preferred Puzzle Quest 1 more. I personally feel like it was the best Puzzle Quest game. But one thing that Puzzle Quest 2 did really good is it had a lot of great minigames in it. And actually, Treasure Hunt minigame in Gems of War is based on the chest opening minigame from Puzzle Quest 2. It was one of the better minigames in Puzzle Quest 2. And they basically added a endless version of it to Gems of War. Or, you know, pseudo-endless. If you're good enough, it's endless. Because the one in Puzzle Quest 2, it would always end after X amount of turns, regardless of how good you did. How good you did basically just determined what kind of loot you got. But in Gems of War, we basically got an endless version, known as Treasure Hunt. Or at least comparatively, it's endless. Obviously, most people go like, what, 60 turns, 100 turns, something similar. Slightly less, slightly more. But it is theoretically endless, compared to the one that was in Puzzle Quest 2 that was always like 12 turns long or something. And it was more so about how efficiently you did those turns rather than getting extra turns or anything. Oh yeah, they had a pretty cool lockpicking minigame. They had one for lockpicking, they had one for like magic locks, they had one for like disarming traps, they had one for opening chests, which is basically Treasure Hunt in Gems of War. They had one for seals when you get a new spell, which was like one of those minigames where you have to do like the puzzle in X amount of turns kind of thing. They had a few pretty cool ones. I'm actually surprised. Have they not added any of those to Puzzle Quest 3 yet? Because I don't believe they have they? Or because they can't really monetize it. That's the problem with it, too. Probably want to, like, monetize everything. And a lot of it isn't really that monetizable. Have we still not gotten anything? That's unfortunate. It's gonna be one of those days again. But we've been on quite a streak of them lately. Last night it barely even seemed like we were gonna get a merchant. Speaking of which, hey, there he is. Right on call. No! But hey, double mythic border. I'm not sure if I've ever seen both of these simultaneously. We can either waste all of our gold or waste all of our gems for nothing. So I'd choose neither. This is probably one of the worst offers I've ever seen. You can either do the maximum amount of gold waste or the maximum amount of gem waste. That's kind of insane. They're theoretically the two worst possible options you can ever get from a how many resources can you burn for no value. Because even normal Vault Key is better value than Epic Vault Key. Though both of them you shouldn't get because they're both way too overpriced. But at least 3 normal Vault Keys is better value than 1 singular Epic Vault Key. Relative to what they're priced at. But even then, they're both still too overpriced, even the normal Vault Keys. But yeah, that might take the cake on worst merchant offer we've seen. Because if you accidentally clicked on any of them, not only would you get our bad resource, well, technically Epic Vault Keys isn't, but for that price they kind of are. But not only would you get a bad resource, but you would also get the maximum amount of charge for a bad resource. Like, technically, even, like, the coin bag would be better in that situation, because at least you only waste a very small amount of value. Just clicking on double mythic ingots is wasting 100,000 gold for absolutely nothing. At least in the current state of the game. Who knows, maybe they'll be useful in the future. I highly doubt it, but, you know, you never know. At some point they might be. One can hope. Who knows? Maybe 7.0 does it. They have mentioned they were considering like an ingot sink at some point. never know. I'm still very curious to see what 7.0 does. If I had to guess, it's probably a lot of resource sinks. Like, yes, they're going to add like 3 to 5 new currencies, probably. But I feel like they're going to sink a lot of resources. Because the game has been needing it for a while. It seems like the perfect time to kind of add one. And a big 0.0 patch. Because I don't think they would do like a economy. Oh, hey, finally! Hey, it's redeem code time. I don't feel like they would do... it's something about the weekends that does it. Ooh, this is a hard choice, though. What do you guys think? 2 brown Ds or 1 Volkey? But what was I saying? Oh, yeah, I don't think they would do, like, an economy-shifting thing as a mini patch. Though that's not true. Nomapalooza, the most economy-breaking thing they've ever done, was not a 0.0 patch. It was just a random patch out of nowhere. That literally reformed the entire Gems of War economy around Paloozas. So yeah, I guess it doesn't have to be a 0.0 patch for them to do something like that. I think I'm leaning towards the double brown deed here. As much as a Volkey's tempting, as we were just mentioning, all we have to do is wait for Palooza and it'll give us several thousand, so... Maybe not several thousand, we're not going to grind that much, but, you know, several hundred. Yeah, we're taking the deeds. The deeds is pretty much always the better option. I might take the Epic Volkey if it was there. Like, if I had a choice between an Epic Volkey and two deeds, I'd probably take the Epic Volkey. But 2 deeds and a normal Volkey, yeah, we're taking the 2 deeds. They're still harder to get. Because if we truly want Volkeys, we just wait till Vault event. Which, it's actually perfect. I didn't plan it this way, because I didn't actually know the date at the time. But unless they change the schedule, the next Vault event is actually right before I go on my trip for about a week to see family. Or technically it's more so for like 5 days or 6 days, depending on how you look at it. As far as on the channel, we'll be gone for a week. As far as how long I'll physically be gone, it'll be like 5.5 days. But it's falling in a way where I won't be able to stream those other 2 nights. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot the thing. That's 2 and 1. Also, I forgot to hand out a second code. We finally got the angel. Here it goes, go. You know what? If we get another angel, we'll hand out another code too. Might as well. They've been really rare recently, so we'll hand out another if we see another. Here it goes, go. Also, I still have quite a few to hand out this month as well. We're starting to get close to the end of the month. Wait, I actually have a lot of codes left in that regard. But there you go, enjoy. Wait, how many codes do I have left? Let me go see the whole thing. Because we have, like, what, 7 days left in this month? And I have, like, eyeballing it, it looks like 20 codes. I have, like, 20 more codes to hand out, theoretically, in 7 days. If we wanted to. Like, some of those I have to hold on to, because I highly doubt she's actually going to give me more on the exact day when we need it. But sometimes she does. Because generally she gives me more at the beginning of every month. But sometimes it's like the 2nd week of the month or the 3rd week of the month. It comes a little bit later. So I have to keep some reserve in case she forgets about it. I'll probably poke her after a couple days, though, if she doesn't already send them. Though Jetto's been pretty good about it so far. She's been doing it for the last couple months or so. Originally it was Salty, then it was Kafka, now it's Jetto doing it all. We got a merchant here. Anything good? Ooh, purple deeds, very much so. We are so close to... Actually, I think we're already there. The main reason I haven't upgraded a Magic Kingdom is I honestly don't know which Magic Kingdom I want to upgrade. Because I'm pretty sure we can click on it right now and just upgrade it. But it comes down to, do I want to upgrade Karkaroff or do I want to upgrade Darkstone? And I still have not been able to make that determination yet. It's a really hard choice. Ooh, another merchant. Nice. Another good one? No. Boo. At least it wasn't as bad as the other one. Still kind of bad, though. I'll catch you later, Chad. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good weekend. Hey, that reminds me, we still need to go test the Guild War team for tomorrow. I almost forgot to do that last night. Ooh, an Imperial? How do I feel about Imperials for 250 these days? They're still really good value. I believe I still need more. Yeah, we're going to keep clicking the Imperials. I believe we're still at the point where we need more deeds than Imperials, but it doesn't mean we don't need Imperials. It just means our Imperial stack is doing better than our deed stacks. So we're still in a state where we technically need more Imperials. Because if we magically had infinite deeds tomorrow, we would be so short on Imperials. But right now, our ratio of Imperials compared to how many deeds we have, or deed books specifically, makes it so we technically have more Imperials relative to how many we need. Just still worth getting. Because we don't know what their accumulation rate's going to be like in the future. We only know what it's at right now. And right now, it's not particularly quick. If there was ever anything that makes a huge spike in how many we need, good to have a reserve just in case. Because if they ever did make that change, we wouldn't really be able to adapt that quickly. Unless they added a way to do so to the game. Which I haven't really done. The closest they got was to change what they did with Merchants and Angels earlier this year. That's why we hunt them. I forgot to update the number. But one of the reasons is because those resources are just really hard to obtain. And slowly over time, they've added a few more ways to do it. Most recently, Merchant and Angels. But, you know, that doesn't fully fix the problem. It just makes it slightly quicker. Plus, it's still a resource sink because you still have to have the gems to buy them. So it's not like they're just handing it to you. It's still a gem sink over time, slowly. Well, luckily this game gives you plenty of gems. Especially if we took tribute more often. I'm still really bad at taking tribute on a regular basis. I think on an average day I take tribute like 4 or 5 times these days. Come on, you gotta get at least one more good drop tonight. We're probably only gonna go like 1 or 2 more cycles because I want to mess with the tomorrow team, the final team for Guild War this week. Ooh, okay, why not another code? Why not? Well, I guess we're taking Dragonite. We don't really have much of a choice there. It's either take Dragonite or take nothing. So yeah, we'll take Dragonite. Okay, we'll hand out another code. What is that now? The 3rd code? Okay, we'll end it there then. Well, not for the stream, but for codes. As that is the 3rd one now, this stream. But there you go. Enjoy. Final one for the stream. So we're not handing out too many today. Oh, there we go. Oh, another merchant. Hey, our luck's kind of turning around for once. Though not with those drops, it isn't. But as far as actual number of things being found, Hey, Celestial, nice. We still might need more of them. There's quite a few things in Soulforge that do still use them. Which is a lot of them aren't really things we're clicking to craft on. If they ever added some actually good ones in there, we definitely burn through them pretty quickly. Anyways, let's go and figure out the team for tomorrow. So we have gone through 5 wand teams, and now there is only 1 wand team left, and that is for whatever color we haven't done. I forget which one it is. Purple Day. Ooh, we could bring back the Leprechaun Wild Queen. I was just mentioning it. Ooh. I kind of wanted to do something completely different, though. Even though that would work really good, I'm still going to keep the Leprechaun, though. The Leprechaun's just insane. We're not going to do the Wild Queen, otherwise it's 3 out of 4 the same thing. We're going to try something different, but we are still using the Leprechaun. And obviously all these are wand teams. Okay, let's figure out what we want to do here. What to do. Let's see. How do we want to build this? Obviously, we're restricted to purple. What damage source do we want? I don't want to do Diamantina again. That would be a pretty good option. Weaver? Would it be the synergy, though? If we did go like Weaver. Scorpius. Problem is we don't have her Yelly. Actually, do they even have color overlap on any day? I think they have, oh wait, yellow. They could technically be ran on yellow day together. Elder Dragon, no. Wild Queen, it's tempting. We could. You know what build we haven't done yet this week? I think it's time to bring out Zolgoth. We somehow haven't built a single Zolgoth team. I'm not sure how, but we haven't. But yeah, let's go Zolgoth then. Zolgoth and like one other support that's purple related. I almost want another damage source. Keeper Souls is interesting. I kind of want something that increases our damage though. Wild Queen. We could still go down Wild Queen route. Let's see. Honestly, I'm almost about to. I feel like that team seems too similar though. It's literally just the last one, but we were replaced out. I don't know. If it isn't broken, no need to fix it. I think we just do that. It worked the first time. It's gonna work the second. +2 green, +1 blue. I mean, purple. Why did I say blue? No clue why I just said blue. Green, purple. Wait, am I going crazy? Are these the same banner? Wait, what? Wait. These are the same banner. How long has this been like this? Wait, they're literally the same banner. Right? Oh, no, they're not. It just looks like that. Oh, no. I was looking at the wrong one. Wait, it's inverse. One's +2 green, the purple, the other one purple green. Aha! I was gonna say, because there shouldn't be any repeat banners anywheres. Never mind. I was looking at that weirdly. But, yeah, it's inverse color. But yeah, this is the one we need. Anyways, we good to go? I think we're good to go. Because we need more in the green. A little bit of purple. Minusing red doesn't matter too much. Alright, let's go give this a shot. Assassin PvP. This is a little bit too similar to what we just ran last time, but honestly, if it's going to score 9,600 plus again, there's no reason not to. And there's a really good chance it does. Alright, let's go get that down. Also, we're up against 4 firebombs right now. Can't really do too much here. Well, in the sense that, you know, it's auto-win. This one will score closer to 9,600 though, because all the insta-kills will lower down our damage. But otherwise, we should be in a pretty good position. One other thing we can technically do is curse them so we can actually apply the burn and everything else. Alright, so he's running a Wand Zolgoth team too, which is kind of interesting. Haven't seen too many of them around. So we do that, throw down a Wild Queen on whatever's left. Completely missed because that's exactly what Wild Queen does more often than not, it feels like. Throw down a Zolgoth on Zolgoth. Wild Queen, nothing. Mana. Still need mana. Yeah, throw that down for no value. Throw it down again for no value. There's no attack to steal because they're all zeroed out. It's an issue. It's a really big issue that she has with Elementalists. Like, you kind of need Elementalists to make sure they don't ramp up too quickly. But it has the downside of you entangle them so effectively that you have no attack to steal. Between her attack steal and the actual, what would you call it? The attack steal and the entangle from Elementalists basically make it so she never has anything to steal. Like right now, there's only 2 units. And after we get like 1 Archer turn, there's going to be 1 unit left. And after that, there's going to be like no units. And then she's left not being able to steal attack from anything. Which means you're not getting any additional damage. Because that's one nice thing about Wild King. Wild King will always get more damage. He doesn't care if the entire enemy team is entangled or anything like that. You will always be able to get it off. Well, not so much for Wild Queen. I don't know, I think this is still fine. It's not going to score as good as it did today, but this is a pretty solid, like, 9,500 plus auto win. As long as nothing super bad happens. It can easily fall apart, but even more so than the other one. We should be fine. Once it gets its damage going, it just all falls pretty much instantly. And with the extra bless and everything else, there's so much less we have to worry about. We also have the additional freeze and everything. And that should be match. I think we're happy with that for tomorrow. Oh no, we got entangled. I didn't realize. Well, there's a way around that. We do that. Boom. Get all that. Throw down a skull. Actually, I could just take in the skull that was right there, but there we go. Even more damage. That's fine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we're running for tomorrow. Unfortunately, it's like 3 out of the 4 the same as today, but I don't know. It works so well, you might as well just do it again. Pretty much. Though the other one is better. Wild Queen serves way better than Zolgoth in this context. Even though Zolgoth, I would say, is an overall better troop, Wild King is actually better in this particular context. Especially because of how Guild Wars scored. Wild King would just naturally earn more. I just realized we're entangled. I was like, wait, why are we doing so little damage to his first slot? Because their first slot entangled us. And a smash, and a store turn. And we have full mana on everything. And we're blessed. Pretty much everything we could possibly need there. Yeah, I think this is what we're running for Guild War for tomorrow. I'll try one more. This was actually one that you could kind of get used on the day as well. Wait, is that counter to green? It is. Oh yeah, this is exact team that could technically be ran on this day. It's more so a... What even is the counter for this? It just triple empowers Zolgoth. Interesting. It's not really any particular color counter. It's just triple Zolgoth setup. Very interesting. We're going to go for the mana drain protection first, because he does have bless. I mean, not bless. I mean, he has, what would you call it? Spirit gems, which is mana drain. And I'm actually going to go for curse here, just so we can land everything on them on their imperviouses. And by their imperviouses, I mean the one singular impervious they have. But hey, one is more than none. Alright, well, Zolgoth to Zolgoth, for obvious reasons. And it's pretty much match. He's dead. Boom. Oh yeah, Zolgoth. Honestly, I underestimated how much mana this thing gives initially. Like, I knew that it would be okay in first slot. I did not fully comprehend the amount of mana that 6 Umbral Stars actually is. Not 6 Umbral Stars, I mean 6 Elemental Stars. Mostly because it's a mechanic we weren't really able to use much during the season. Because not much really created much in regard to the gem. And even less so for the Umbral one. But now we have a viable option that does both of them. Like a very viable option. So it feels weird because it's almost like the mechanic being brought back into the game. And I feel like that's going to happen with a lot of power gems, particularly the ones that didn't really get a good mechanic. Where they're just at a later point going to bring something into the game that allows you to use the mechanic. Because there's a lot of power gems in the game right now that exist but basically don't exist. because nothing viable does it, or the options that they're on just aren't good enough to justify using them. And yeah, this basically brought the star mechanic into the game. Like, yes, it's existed for like, what, a year now? But it wasn't really used until like last week when this wand was added to the game. Because it actually was the first time it became viable. I'm curious to see how that will work with other power gems in the past. Because a lot of power gems come in pretty weak lately. Like the one that came in most recently, the Deathmark gem, I kind of forget it even exists. Like nothing does it viably. Like there's no troop. Like after the season ends, there's no Deathmark gem storm. There's no Deathmark gem viable troop. Like the mechanic basically does not exist anymore after like 2 weeks from now. Unless they add a better option for it in the future. Because the mythic we're getting at the end of this campaign, which we're actually going to be able to go over this Monday, so in 2 days from now, which is actually right around the corner at this point, gosh, time's flying by. But in 2 days from now, not tomorrow night, but the following night, we'll be going over the new mythic from this campaign. We'll cover the video a little bit later, but as far as on stream, we'll be covering it this Monday night. It's not that good. It's basically just like a true damage poke into like an HP boost ratio that happens to have like a few Deathmark gems. But it doesn't really do much. If anything, it's going to be more of a liability because it's going to Deathmark your own team. Especially if you don't have ways to immunity around it. And having just immune to Deathmark is not that good because you can just get stunned out of it. You don't even need to get curse stunned. Just stun alone is enough. But yeah, all it does is deal some true damage to an enemy. Boosted by its life, hopefully by enough that it can actually one-shot. But in a lot of situations, it's not going to one-shot. Like, if we were to have our Avatar hit our Avatar, it would not be enough damage in a PvP-like situation in the current state of the game. It just doesn't have enough boost ratio. At a 1-to-1, that'd be a different story. But at a 2-to-1, it does not have enough damage to actually kill at its level range in PvP-like situations. So that's already going to make it so it doesn't one-shot. And any mythic that has, like, a one-shot capability that can't one-shot is already near useless. And if the enemy dies, it explodes all Deathmark gems. Which, to a degree, that's almost like, what's her name's mechanic? That one that does, like, all Doom Skulls? Fallen Valdis. It reminds me a lot of Fallen Valdis with how bad that is. Because it only explodes... Not only does it only explode when it gets a kill, but it only explodes Deathmark gems. There's never going to be that many Deathmark gems on the board. Like, maybe 4, 6? And most of it's going to come from his ability, which converts 2 yellow gems to Deathmark gems when his turn begins. But, the only pretty good thing about that... Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, that's not even a thing. Because, yeah, yellow gems are not being converted to purple. Deathmark gems are neutral. So, yeah, it's not even being converted into a color that you can get value from. So, yeah, this mythic's really bad. This is like a D-tier mythic right here. It doesn't have enough true damage to one-shot. It'll actively Deathmark your own team. He can be un-Deathmarked so easily. Stun or Curse both do it. It's not even like Impervious, where he'd be immune to stun but not immune to Curse. He's literally not immune to either. And his explode is only when he gets a kill. Like, you should always explode that and have a different effect for when he gets a kill. But yeah, that's just so weak. It's really unfortunate. But yeah, he's really bad. It's just very unfortunate. They've been doing quite a few bad ones lately. But there we go. This is from all the codes we hand out this stream. 6 treasure maps, 3 gem keys, 600 souls, 7,500 gold. It adds up. Every single one's slightly small, but a little bit of loot over time. Anyways, guys, any other questions? Otherwise, I think we might be wrapping it here for tonight. So you're not a big fan of the negative stats effect at the start of battle. Yeah, there are a couple annoying ones in that regard. There aren't too many versions of it within the game currently. One thing I would actually love to see more of is status effect on cast. There's one that currently stuns whenever you cast. However, we don't have that many other options. I would love to see freeze on cast. That would be probably one of the most revolutionary ones they could ever add. If they added an option that could actually freeze you every single time you cast, or, you know, the enemy casts. We have the mechanic for stun, but they haven't really added it for any other useful thing. And freeze would obviously be the most consequential one, because that means you could freeze on the enemy's turn. It would still be able to be curse stunned, and you know, it won't be able to do that anymore. And you can also just bless yourself, which preemptively prevents it, which could be done with wand, most notably. But, you know, it'd still be a fun mechanic to have. And definitely has its counter, so obviously just wand alone is enough to counter it. I don't know, it's still a mechanic I would love to see in the future. Not sure if they're ever going to bother expanding upon it more, because they have it in the game. There's just not that many ways to do it, unfortunately. But anyways, guys, we'll end it for now. We will be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. Aside from that, we'll be doing a Mega Man stream again tomorrow around noon. I'm going to try to get that game done probably this week. Definitely before we go, but probably within the next week, which at this point is probably going to be before the end of this month. Hopefully by the end of next weekend, we'll have that game done. And I'm not sure if we're going to start any other games between now and then, like between me leaving on that other week. Because one of those weekends is going to be dedicated to Vault Event weekend. At least one of those weeks beforehand, I'm going to be busy during the week. And that doesn't leave that much time. Plus, I still need to watch the dog for like the next 2 weeks until the other house is like back in order. Which, that takes up a little bit of time. Obviously, that doesn't take up much time, but you know. Gotta feed it, give it water, make sure it actually goes to the bathroom outside, walk it a little. Which takes up more time than none. Because normally I don't have to take care of any pet. And having to do so again, not a fan. I don't know, if it's a pet I cared about, I guess I wouldn't mind doing it as much. But you know, it's someone else's pet, so it feels more like a job than doing it for your own pet. Since it's not really my dog. And even if I was, I would never get a dog. After having to take care of this dog for a little while, I never wanted a dog in the past. And now I like truly never want one. I'd rather take care of a chicken before I would take care of a dog. Which is actually even more work, but still. At least you get eggs from them. Plus they're more adorable than dogs. Or at least I feel so anyways. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys know the drill. I'll be going over all the weekly spoilers. And we actually do have some pretty big weekly spoilers. The summer event's taking place next week. Of course, we had a few things for summer already. But this is like the true all-in summer event. And during the summer event, or near the tail end of it, we're pretty much getting 7.0. So that'll be pretty cool. Either the second week of it or once it ends. Probably once it ends. We're basically going straight into 7.0, so that's going to be pretty cool. Anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoy your weekend. Catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by as always. And catch you later. Bye, everyone. Thanks for watching.